My partner let out a little laugh right in the middle of our prenup session and quipped, "Heads up, my bank account stays locked tight, even once we're hitched." I managed a faint grin, then eased the engagement band right off her hand and stepped out without another word. 7 days later, she burst into my office, mascara running in rivers down her cheeks, swearing up and down that she'd only been messing around. Hey folks, heads up real quick. Just 8% of you tuning in are actually subbed, and the channel's kinda hit a wall on growth. If these tales hit the spot for you, smash that subscribe. Seriously, it fuels more stories like this. Appreciate it. About 2 weeks back, I got a crystal clear picture of how my fiancé pictured our life together as husband and wife. It's tough to wrap my head around how fast it all crumbled, even if the warning signs were staring me in the face the whole time. Sarah and I had been ringed up for 8 months, dating for 3 solid years. We crossed paths at a buddy's cookout and hit it off like we'd known each other forever. She was sharp as a tack, quick with a laugh, drop-dead gorgeous, and felt like the perfect match for building a life side by side. I popped the question last summer down at her folks' yearly seaside getaway spot. The big day was locked in for 5 weeks out. Save the dates were out the door, the spot was booked solid, blooms were on order. The whole machine was humming along. Sarah had been knee-deep in the nitty-gritty for ages, picking hues, fussing over place cards, mapping out who sits where. I figured her buzz was all about tying the knot for real. Nope, she was buzzing over the party. Not the till death do us part. Sarah's in pharma rep work, raking in about $130,000 a year. Me? I'm a high school lit instructor, scraping by on $48,000. She's always owned her success and self-reliance, and I dug that about her. Never bugged me that she out-earned me. Heck, I saw it as a bonus we'd both pitch in for whatever came next. That's why her bombshell at the prenup chat knocked me flat. Sarah pushed hard for the prenup because of our pay gap. Made sense on paper, shield what we each brought in, spell out the fair split, no gray areas. We grabbed our own lawyers to hash it out. Talks had dragged on for 3 weeks, hitting the usual beats. Locking down pre-wedding stuff, sorting shared buys, sketching divorce scenarios. Our legal eagles teamed up on a balanced draft. We slotted the last sign-off for Tuesday afternoon. Her side had baked in every point we'd cleared, and mine signed off without a hitch. I strolled into that meeting room figuring it'd be a quick ink job on something that covered our backs equally. Sarah looked chill, gabbing with her counsel about bridal jitters and our post-vows escape. Her lawyer kicked off, flipping through the doc section by section. Shielding holdings, splitting debts, claiming properties, the nuts and bolts of our money merge. Sarah bobbed her head, seeming content with the setup. Then we hit the bit on big-ticket spends needing both okay during the union. My guy had pushed for that line, mandating spousal sign-off on anything north of 10 grand. Basic stuff to lock in the duo vibe, nothing wild. Her lawyer had nodded it through ages back, no sweat. But as he voiced it out for the last check, Sarah cracked up like it had been scripted for comedy gold. "Hang on," she said. "Listen up, Alex. My cash is hands off forever, rings or no rings. You're not getting a vote on my spending." I figured she was ribbing the stiff legalese. "Hands off how?" I probed. "You know, my paycheck, my nest egg, my stocks. They're all mine to steer. Sure, I'll chip in for the roof over our heads. But the heavy lifts on my dough? Solo mission." Her lawyer blinked. Thrown. "Sarah, we greenlit this joint call clause 3 weeks running. I signed off for his side. Not this one," she fired back. My attorney jumped in. "Ms. Grant, it's symmetric. The deal binds you both. No solo big moves for either." "Then tweak it," Sarah snapped. "My funds, my playbook." The air went thick. The lawyers swapped looks, gears grinding from the swerve. "Sarah," I ventured soft. "We're in this as equals. That's marriage 101. "We are equals," she countered. "But I'm not handing reins to my hard-won bucks." "It's not reins, it's plotting as a unit," I pressed. "Tomato, tomato," she zinged. "My earnings are my domain." She meant every syllable. Zero playfulness. Zero wiggle room. Just a flat-out rewrite of the deal we'd inked. exempting her wallet. So to clarify, my lawyer piped up, you tie Mr. Hayes to the team vote ropes, but cut yourself loose to splash as you please? Spot on, Sarah said. I've hustled for this safety net. No one's dictating my moves. Sarah, that's not partnership, I said. That's what this partnership looks like. Sign on or ship out. Silence crashed down. Sarah locked eyes, all challenge, daring a pushback. The pros fidgeted, off their game from the curveball. Sign on or ship out. After 3 years woven tight, 8 months betrothed, 5 weeks to vows. She was dropping a gauntlet on a done deal. I gave her a smile. Fascinating spin on forever. Good, you're tracking, she said. Oh, I'm locked in. I leaned over, eased the ring free from her knuckle, her gaze blew wide. What the? Heeding your wisdom. I'm shipping out. Alex, wait, what? I rose, tucking the band away. If full fiscal solo's your jam, fly free. Singledom's simpler. You're kidding. Dead serious. You just laid out a union with silos and no counsel. That's not vows. That's crash pad vibes with bells. Alex, park it. We can massage the terms. No massage needed. You've spelled it out. Your vault's sealed. Spouse-proof. I honor that. I didn't phrase it that way. You phrased it exact. And now your empire stays echo-free. Sarah's face twisted in alarm. Alex, hold up. Wrap the sit-down, then hash private. Sit-down's wrapped. You've painted the portrait. And it's no canvas for me. Her lawyer cleared his throat. Mr. Hayes. Perhaps table it, cool off? No cool down for me. Sarah spelled her post-vow solo act. She deserves it. I made for the exit. Sarah froze in her seat, shell-shocked. Alex, you're escalating. Loop back. We'll iron it. Iron what? You drew the line, sign or ship. I'm shipping. I didn't mean ship for real. Ultimatums in Loveland can boomerang. I hit the road home. That night, I dialed up suppliers on Nick's fees. With costs halved between us, I axed my chunk solo. Dropped $8,000 on sunk fees. Worth every penny. Sarah rang 2 hours in. Alex, what did you pull? Kicked off axing my wedding slice. Your solo script felt like the cue. You did what? Nixed my outlay. No duo, no do. I crave the real deal. I crave vows. Just a sliver of money freedom. Full lockdown freedom. You locked it spouse-proof. I hammed it up. We can split the diff. No diff between team calls and ironclad vaults, Sarah. There is. Bump the cap, carve-outs. You stonewalled outs an hour back. Sign or ship. She hammered my line all week. Messages pleading overkill. Fixable mess. Misspoken slip. But her words rang true. Sarah craved the title sans the tie. Gossip flew on the busted bash. Her crew rang, probing the bust. I laid it bare. Prenup finale, she vowed wallet walls up, hubby or not, and I passed on that setup. Jaws dropped. Turns out, she'd kept her solo finance gospel under wraps. Her ride or die rang day 3 post-meet. Alex, Sarah's spinning it as you axing over money grip. Flip side. She locked her loot eternal, mid-sign, lawyers witnessing. No shock I bailed. Damn right I'd bolt. By week's end, her kin piled on for the scoop. She'd sold it as my cash clampdown. I recapped the blow-by-blow. Her mom hit my line Saturday dawn. Alex, gutted. Sarah never breathed a word on post-vow silos. Blindside for me too, Tuesday fresh. That's not our blueprint for bonds. I know, Mrs. Patel. You two always demoed the real relay. Any shot at salvage? Only if Sarah rewires her vows view. She's wrecked, sobbing to us non-stop. Bet, but she etched it deep. Next Tuesday, mid-third hour lit, the front desk buzzes. An emergency guest. I roll up to spot Sarah in the lounge. Wrecked from weep marathons, sloppy joggers, top-knot tangle, full disarray. Alex, finally. We got a hash. Sarah, not here, my turf. You ghosted calls. Desperate times. Nothing left to hash. You etched it at sign-off. I blew it. Freaked on freedom fade. Spat regrets. Not freak truth. and truth showed mismatch. I match. Crave true duo with you. Nah, you crave perks, hoarding fiscal throne. Not duo. Alex, mercy. Week of what-ifs. I owned selfish, owned wrong. You owned your line. Own your wants, no shame. Shame in my play. I adore you. Crave your ring. Crave our build. You adore the ring, not the ring in. The desk clerk faked blinders. Hall traffic rubbernecked the drama. Sarah, wrong spot. Class calls. Then post bell. Beg, listen. Listen to what? You told pros your stash stays sealed. Groom-proof. Not slip, panic flare. Feared grip loss. Now grips all yours solo. Fixed. Alex on knees. Retry us. Retry for? You play partner till aisle, then flip. Prove the flip's fake. Ink whatever. Sarah cards down. No real now, fallout fresh. Core me? Adores you, craves wife role. Core you? Craves vows with vault walls. Chase that match. The head honcho loomed, eyeing the ruckus. Time to shut it. Sarah, out work zone. Alex, don't trash 3 years on one spat. Not trashing, dodging endless wars with mismatch views. Views match now. Nah, don't. And cool but no vow fit. She bolted, blubbering. Day's tail end. Fielding coworker curios on the show. Crew backed me post-prenup rundown. That was 7 days past. Sarah's texts flood on makeup, but radio silence. Her squad probes rethink, but I'm rock. When lips say stash sealed post vows, trust the script. No betting on shifts or slips. Sarah flashed her union blueprint. Status quo with her fiscal fortress. Me roped to team ties. Not union. Lopsided lease. Bash tabbed, $24,000 split. My $8,000 forfeit? Bargain versus splitting with a solo soul.